Hello, everyone. Ian Leona here. Another day in Los Angeles, and by Los Angeles, I mean Seattle. It is 9 days, just about, until the end of the month. I do plan on leaving Seattle at the end of the month. It's a hard decision because, like, damn, all my favorite restaurants within blocks of each other. I'm getting the global culinary tour. I mean, I have terrible PTSD, so it's kind of marred by that, but that's what I'm dealing with. You know, it's it's rough. But I'm not the type of person who really wants to be housed. I say it. I've had my taste of living on the street, and it is so liberating. I have to say it. Oi, did you want this over here? Yes? No? Alright, on your way then. I don't know, someone left food like right beside me. I don't know. I eat a lot of food. I do. I really do. I wanted to do this podcast because I had not had anything to talk about, but I did want to talk about this idea of medicine because I have this guy in my shelter who he's not feeling well. He got big C, and every day it's such a struggle for him, such a struggle. And then I think there was probably a moment where you could have made some different choices in your life. There was probably a turning point where if you ate something a little bit more differently, then your body could recognize foreign things or just how much damage you do to it. Because we do a lot of damage to our bodies and we don't even realize it. Just going outside is damaging your DNA, damaging your body. That's what cancer is. Your body can't read the instruction manual anymore. It usually prints things off and things come out relatively the same, but every once in a while it just gets a little blurry. I don't think we even understand what cancer really is. We should have more of a handle on it by now, but it's just not a focus for people. The YOLO life. But I do want to invite people into my channel, and I try not to be so fucking humdrum, but I was walking past a television, and you can't not look, but I did. Okay, I did ignore the television completely because that's just who I am. I actually read it in my Google feed because Google was, are you sure you want to leave? Because, Seattle doesn't play no games. That's right. Seattle is trying to oust the mayor for firing the police chief and a bunch of other things. And you want to be supportive. You want to say, good for you for doing what Los Angeles could have done during the fires, what a lot of these cities could do but never get around to. Because you elect these people because they're likable. You don't elect them because they're competent. And when they prove that they're incompetent, for whatever reason, like who can really predict a forest fire or a mass shooting? No one really can until you say it's just a matter of time. If you had that perspective, you would have been prepared. And for that, yeah, you do fire people over it. when you have a forest fire in almost every single area, and then you have a forest fire most likely the year before, and the year before that, and the year before that, you fire these people. You don't re-elect them. You don't let them spend a single day in office extra. And then the next person that they hire, you keep them on a short list too. And guess what? If they don't do enough, you fire them. But where does that go? I mean, I like Seattle for taking the gumption to put it to a vote. But it has to go beyond that, because if you're not accepting any responsibility for your actions, then why even bother? Because if you're going to fire the mayor, then you have to kind of fire yourself. You have to say, well, I did a crummy job as a citizen. That's how we're in this mess. Every time there was gun control legislation, or there was a bill to rezone the entire Space Needle area so that it would just be a walkway with more security and maybe a pass system or a permit system for the people who live there. So you could say, hey, I actually need to get into that building right there. And you can say, okay, well, you live there? Fine, show that. Show that on your license, show that on your permit, and then you can go right through after we, check you over. But no one does that. And for that reason alone, it's I can't stay. I can't stay, because no city gets this right, because you're not supposed to live in cities, not these cities, because these cities are mausoleums. These cities are graveyards. People come here, care a little bit. And I like how when I was walking through the park, I saw people with the drums, and they were marching. They were marching for Sounders, a football club. And they had rainbow flags at the front of it and everything. And it's supposed to be beautiful and uplifting, but you're just training people to march. You're not training people to actually protest, to change the zeitgeist of the system by saying, I'm not going to participate. If you're not doing things properly, then guess what? I spend less money here. And that's how I feel, because I spend a lot of money on a few of the restaurants that I do, and that's a lot of money. But it's an investment. It's an investment that I hope Seattle takes and does something good with it. But if they're not, if they're just going to continue doing the same thing that they always do, then I'm sorry, I think my money would be better spent somewhere else. And I think that there are other areas in America that need me. I mean, I haven't been to the Midwest in a while, but I think I kind of have to go back. I appreciate the lessons that I got from Seattle and the West Coast in general. Those are really expensive lessons. I don't know how you found this many out of work actors to pull this shit off, but you did, and thank you. But number one, I'm unhappy, and two, there's gotta be a place with hot guys available. I mean, I should just take a gay cruise. In fact, I have to save up my coins, because after everything I've experienced, I want a gay cruise. I want a gay cruise. I want just wall to wall fairy dust throughout the fucking ship. That's what I want. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of living in a world where, it's, are you gay? Are you straight? It's like, no, I want it clear as day. Gay, out, proud. I want to be with my people. So maybe I don't even do... Maybe I don't really want to do... Okay, fuck it. I really do want to do a cruise. If I'm being honest, I want to do a cruise. But then on top of that, I think I just really want a good men's yoga class. After this puritanical, you're not allowed to take your shirts off. There might be female staff, and if you see your shirt off, it's sexual. It's sexual. I'm like, really? Really? Kings and queens of fucking cleavage are gonna fucking talk to me about you being too damn sexual because I got my big brown delicious nipples out? Really? What the fuck you think your butt cleavage on your chest is? Just curious. I mean, I'm not saying that come talk to me or come do anything. It's like, handle your business. Do that with pride. But if you don't think that's sexual at all, it is. That's all. That's all. You can be the aloof hooker, but you're still a hooker. Just you a hooker with some standards. Good for you. I have hairy man pits and I want to fucking air them out. And I'm sick and tired of being in this situation where it's like, now keep your shirt on. All men here are required to keep their shirts on. On. Yeah, at that point, I'm just gonna. It's just too much for me. I mean, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. But it is. I, I did not grow up in the situation that I did, where I was gonna be fucking shamed for having nipples. Really? I've got nipples. Could you milk me, Greg? Damn, that guy is sexy. He had a big bulge too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of sexy. He's like the one guy here. The rest of the things that walk the streets. I'm sorry. I have actually been to the Seattle Gay Center. I don't even think they have a Seattle Gay and Lesbian Center. I went to a Seattle Gay thing. I guess it must have been a rest stop or something. But like I said, Gaydom has a Gaydom. I want to say Gaydom because I'm like, it's a gay kingdom in the making. Or at least that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, I could spend a year just, I don't know, in an apartment or a house, working on my fitness like Fergie tells me to. But no. No. I think it might make more sense to take a year and discuss the idea of a gay kingdom, a gay statehood within America where you should move out of the fucking crappy states where you're being hunted by homophobes. Should. But if you do stay, then you need support. You need backup. And I think it's time that we unionize cocksuckers. It's a thing. It really is a thing. Because the way that we are portrayed in media, the way that it's, oh, you're the sensitive guy, oh, you're so artistic, you're so creative. It's like, no, you suck dick. You take it up the ass or you give it up the ass. You fuck men. Plain and simple. Gay means you fuck men. It doesn't mean that you have a brother's sewing machine in your room. You might have one because, you have that full collection coming out soon. And you want to make sure it's perfect. I get it. But young people are growing up just not getting a point of life. Not getting what it means to be, in some ways, gifted with a wider view on human sexuality and maybe even gender identity. You live in a straight world, you try and fit in with them, you give them more hours, you give them more of your personal time that you could be using to get your ass back in the gym. You could be using it to, I don't know, go on a date. But if you think like a straight person, that's all you could do. Get back to work more hours. If you had more money, who knows? You might find a better guy. Or if you found a better guy, that's more money. I mean, there have been a lot of posters about depopulation. And I get it. I get it. Even straight people are being controlled and manipulated by eugenics. But the idea that gay men in almost every single country aren't falling in love and meeting their partner, that's a travesty. Because you say, if there are that many gay men on dating apps, then that means that there are gay men who are not on the dating apps who are also interested. But what happened to them? That they couldn't even spend the time to make a dating app. It's mostly fatigue, but then it takes so much effort, so much time. And you want to find someone of quality, obviously. But sometimes you just want someone who's hard. Relationships are built on several things. And obviously, the idea of love is important. But you know what's also important? Taking your bills and chopping them. Chopping them in half, sometimes chopping them in 3 ways, chopping them in 4 ways. Gay men used to be that way. They used to think, that is a giant fucking Seattle. Oh, wow. I won't even go into it. Either way, I was trying to say, civil partnerships. Straight people could probably think about this as well, but sometimes marriage isn't the answer. It isn't the answer for everyone. Sometimes the answer is you just find someone you get along with enough to say, can I just split a bill with you? Can I split the fucking Netflix with you? That's all. That's all. We both watch the fucking same show. We don't have to watch it at the same time. But could we split the bill? Because every time Netflix and Hulu and whatever raise their prices and say, well, you know, we're trying to give you a better service, it's okay. Then I'm going to have to invite people for a theater experience if you're going to raise the prices that high. That's all. It forces people to be fucking social. Not so selfish to binge a show about romance. It's the reason I fucking cancelled my Netflix, because I was watching that show Heartstoppers with Joe Locke and Kit Connor. And I'm watching 2 guys, one gay, one bisexual, whatever. Anyway, I'm watching 2 guys cuddle on the bed, watching a show on their streaming service, which is probably from Netflix anyway. It's just Netflix within Netflix. It's beautiful cascading image through a mirror. But it just, I keep mentioning it because it's worth repeating. This idea of, I'm watching other people be happy, or I'm watching a person be bored in a happy relationship. 2 things I'm not right now. So I had to take some time for myself and say, no, for the amount of money that I'm paying you, I could probably go get a cup of coffee somewhere and go on a date instead of literally dating myself, which is something I miss. I miss being able to have date nights by myself. That was the most fun I've ever had. Like, honestly, I'd have it catered and the food was there, and then I would literally stare at a wall with a screen and be like, yes, feed me the romance I'm missing in life. But that's so fucking empty. I miss it because it felt so satisfying. But it's empty. Empty and satisfying is not satisfying. And I think we have to graduate to what is satisfaction. Because the way that we live our lives in these modern day countries, it's not satisfying. You end up spending all your money on rent, on utilities, lights, internet. Oh, I have a private home internet. Or like, fancy, fancy. Oh, look at you. How much is that though? Is it $100? Is it $50? Is it $200? How, the lengths that people go to connect themselves to things when they're not even there, because they'll charge you for the internet and you're not using it. Because if you're not there, you're not really using it. You could be downloading something in the background, really, but you know, on the off chance that you do, it would probably take less than an hour, less than 6 hours, and they're still charging you 24 hours a day. It's a fair rate, so they say, until you go free, until you free yourself from it and say, I don't need that. I just need free internet. It's there when I need it. For the most part, I don't need it. I don't need to check Instagram constantly. Instagram is there. I don't need to check it. But either way, it is 9 days till I leave Seattle. I do want to leave. I just don't know where I want to go because I have options. Having options is fucking wonderful and scary, and I don't know how to feel, because this part of me that says I'm so fucking traumatized, can I just spend a year to myself and then go from there? But then it's, well, is that really fair? Because of COVID, I missed some of my best fuckable years. I mean, I'm still fuckable. I'm still sexy. But I was... Okay, I'll just admit, I want to get fucking laid. And I'm not getting fucking laid here. I'm not in a position to really get laid here. I mean, honestly, like, what am I supposed to do? Even if I found someone who... I did find... Okay, I have to talk about this. I did find someone who literally started kissing me on the neck and took my hand and be like, really, grab this ass, feel it. It's nice, right? Nice. And yeah, I showed me the cock ring and the penis attached to it. Like, could not make it clear. And I was just, nah. It goes that way sometimes. You know, you have everyone in the right energy, and you just say, no. Because what if I like it? What if I like it and I want to stay? And I'm not going to stay for a person. I'm not that romantic. So, since I do want to get laid, I have to leave Seattle because every time, like, I find someone who's, like, someone cute, or they approach me and they're cute, they say stupid stuff like, I've got a fiance, I've got a jerk-off video, but, I mean, I have a fiance. It's like somebody walked up to me in the library to say that. And I'm supposed to take you Seattle people as anything but robots, Decepticons, or, I don't know, Kree, Skrulls, I don't know what you want. But that was interesting. I mean, look, if I have a jerk-off video, I guess. I mean, I've been staying in hotels, and I'm in a shelter right now with some dubious men. I don't know, they can take a cell phone out and start posting shit. People do that. But either way, I am confused. I've got to think about it because once you buy a ticket, it's kind of set in stone that you are leaving, and then two that you're heading someplace completely different. But it's kind of exciting in a way. I like the idea that maybe I find someone I can have a good conversation with. Maybe I can find someone who could join me on my podcast. All I know is that I can't stay. I'm just the food is good, but the f- the food is the only reason I would stay. That, and I want winter. I want snow. I want snow. Don't you? I want rain and snow. This is like my one opportunity to maybe enjoy precipitation because I don't know, America has somehow voted rain and snow off the island, but it's what they do. There used to be forests, they don't have forests anymore. There used to be a lot of things. America's changing, and we're not there yet. But I'll keep podcasting, I'll keep talking about it, and maybe one day America will be what I want it to be. Which, by the way, there's big enough space that I can have what I want out of America, and you can have what you want out of America. Just in different parts. My name is Ian Leon. I'm an environmentalist, a human rights activist, a mutant werewolf, alien, metahuman. I'm a veteran with PTSD from military sexual trauma. I'm not getting any better. No. I hope to see you on the next podcast. Kisses. Love all you guys. See you.